one's my close-up?
This one.
Okay, cool.
You're gonna just look right at it?
Alright.
Alrighty. Hi, Adrian. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm a bit hungry, so if anyone here is chewing, that's the reason why.
What are you chewing?
Walnuts.
That's great.
They're delicious and nutritious.
So let's do a brief introduction of you first. What do you do for the Observer?
I edit for the podcast. I do the video edits. For the Observer, I do write, and I take pictures and sometimes videos.
And when did you join the Observer?
That's a great question. I think March?
January?
Gotcha. Sweet. Cool.
So beginning of this year, you and I coincidentally joined on the same day.
Yeah.
What led you to join the Observer?
What led me? Oh, well, I was first working at the community center, the Fullerton Community Center. Shout out Fullerton Community Center. And there was a guy. His name was Jerry, and he was setting up newspapers. And I then asked him, like, oh, do you guys need interns or something? I'm sort of free. I'm not free anymore. And yeah, he then was like, oh, yeah, you can always, write for us. Here's a writer's meeting. Here's the link to it. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I showed up. And I've not had time ever since.
That tells us a lot about what this internship is like. So tell me a little bit about your experience being a community college student at Fullerton College.
Sorry, I'm thirsty. Community college, it's great just because you are able to actually find out what you want to do. Mm-hmm. If you went straight to a 4-year university, sometimes a lot of people I've seen just wanted to, like, they just kept going with the degree that they didn't actually want to. So community college actually makes it affordable for you to actually go to a different major and switch. I switched my major 3 times. Yeah, 3 times.
And what were those different majors?
I was a film major. I then switched to marketing. And now I'm up to public administration.
And do you like public administration?
I love public administration. It's the best.
So what are the plans for the future with your education?
With my education, finish school. Right now I'm up to like 4 associate's degrees. Shout out Fullerton College for making associate's degree so easy. And yeah, after that degree, after the public administration degree, just continue where I'm working right now. I'm working at the City of Anaheim. Shout out City of Anaheim. Please sponsor us. Just kidding. You can't do that. But yeah, okay. After that, that's just keep climbing the ranks right now. Yeah.
So you worked at the community center where everybody knew you in Fullerton, and you recently quit this summer. So how was that experience, having worked at the community center for you?
Very sad. No, it was bittersweet, There was like a limit to what I was able to do at the community center, and then the Fullerton Observer gave me a pass to go beyond my limits. Sorry, I need water. I was very sad just because the seniors there loved me. They made me an honorary, the senior club in Fullerton. They gave me an honorary membership, and they all loved me, and I loved them. So like leaving was pretty sad. But I mean, they read the paper because newspapers are great. Yeah, it was just bittersweet.
So what were some of the lessons of just having worked at the community center and being so involved with the seniors and the Fullerton community overall?
Big lesson is that if I'm a senior, I'm definitely going to the Fullerton Senior Club. Shout out Fullerton Senior Club.
The whole interview is
just a complete shout out
to this, shout out to that. Okay.
But yeah, no, they were able to I met a lot of them, and most of them, they didn't have like family with them. They lived like across the country. But they had lots of friends that they saw every single day because they were always going to like the senior center. So one big lesson was, if I'm old, I'm going to the senior club.
So you mentioned that ever since you began working or interning at the Observer, this is not a job, no one gets paid.
Sadly, no.
So you said that you never had time. So what have you learned in all this work that you've been doing that's been keeping you so busy? Writing articles, filming stuff, doing this podcast since the very beginning. How do you think this has shaped you as a person?
Well, one, it made me realize I had ADHD. because I would get stressed out over one article, and now I'm doing like 3 articles because now I'm medicated. But
No shout out to your medication.
shout out to my medication. But I don't know where I was going with this.
What have you learned?
What have I learned? Yeah. Just time management. Just keep trying, but keep your boundaries or something, because if you say yes to a lot of things, that next week is going to bite you in the ass. And yeah.
So what encourages you to stay at the Observer and with the podcast?
Definitely not the money. No one gets paid. No, just making everyone feel connected in the city. Because I feel like if I've been to places with like no local paper, no one knows anyone that's going on. But if you read our paper, you're then able to feel connected, feel sad when you see someone on the obituaries, or like know stuff that's like coming up, like events, like city events.
So having that information is very important
as
a
like
community.
Feeling connected.
So my last question for you is, as one of the OG founders of this podcast, what is your hope and what do you hope to do with it in season 2?
Season 2.
We've already started, but you know.
I don't know. Just reach out more young people. Mm-hmm. I feel like that was basically our plan, but we still haven't done it. And yeah, I feel like obligated to reach them. During the community center stage, like I was telling everybody, because I would read the Observer because, you know, young people don't read the newspapers. So I would read the Observer. I would then tell all my coworkers what's going on in the city. And they're like, oh, this is going on? I'm like, yeah, this is going on. They're like, why do I not know about this? I'm like, well, I don't know, read the Observer? They're like, I don't want to read. I'm like, yeah, no one does, but you got to. So, yeah, just get more young people involved. Like, I don't know.
Well, I think that's a great message.
Our next outro is going to be signed by Joji. Shout out to Joji. Glimpse of us.
Who's Joji?
No. All right. Thanks.
Behind the scene crew doesn't want to add. So I think that's a good message to round out our interview today. Is that we want to get more young people involved, like ourselves.
Yeah.
With the Observer and with getting more civically engaged. So thank you so much, Adrian, for your time tonight. And I hope you have a great time editing all these interviews.
Yeah. Shout out to Joji. I was just listening to Joji on my way here. That's the only reason why he's in my head.
Okay.